Already.
Yes,
Love to
sir.
you. Much love to you.
Much love to you too, sweetheart.
All right,
Thank you. How do I? You could kick me off.
I got you. I got you.
Thank you.
Too much. I see my brother up in here. This is who I'm doing my fasting with for these next 3 days. We consecration. We on day. I would like to talk to my brother if he want to come up here. I don't know if he's busy right now, but this is who inspired me to do the 3 days. I fast every week, but I only do like one day. Sometimes I might do two. But this is day one. We're gonna do three. We're gonna do 72 hours, no food intake at all. Not even a little smidget, not even a breadcrumb. I'm not gonna lie though. Today I did eat a gummy bear, but it was for vitamins. I need my vitamins. I need my minerals. So I ate some gummy. I got like a gummy bear, a mineral vitamin, whatever it's called. But that was all it was for. It wasn't for satisfaction or nothing like that, or for food. And the show didn't fill me up. If anything, it made me more hungry. But yeah, some people can't fast because they feel sick. I could do all things through Christ who strengthened me. Remember, it's all about a mindset. Your mind gonna give up before your body. What's
What
up,
up? What
brother,
up?
man? What's going on with you, King?
Man, shit, back at work, man. You see me in a
Come
month
up,
or
bro.
so, you hear me?
Already, man. Already, man.
Yeah.
How you feeling right now? You hungry?
Man, nah, I ain't hungry yet.
I ain't hungry either.
Yeah,
I even went to the gym
it's gonna
today.
hit tomorrow morning.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I went to the gym. You starting to look like your older brother now. That's crazy. Starting.
Yeah, that is crazy. I
Yeah,
seen it too.
yeah.
Yeah.
You saying it too? You started to look like your older brother. That's funny. But yeah, man. So what was you reading today, bro? What's the interesting
Um,
book you can give us? Give us something that we
the
can take away.
Master Key System by Charles Hannell.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like my third time reading that, man. You know what I mean? That's a real good book.
What is it about?
You
Give us something out of it.
know. Okay, people who are into the law of attraction, it's a real good breakdown book of that. You know what I'm saying? It goes a little deeper. You know what I'm saying? It also goes into like the philosophy of spirituality that I have. You know what I'm saying? Where it break down that there's only one consciousness pervading over everything in existence. You know what I'm saying? Explains why you're able to use the law of attraction, and that's because you and the all are one. You know what I'm saying? They call it the all because you are inclusive of that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, that's the type of shit I've been brushing up on, man. You need them type of reminders sometime to stay in tune. It also reminds you to not have negative thoughts so you don't attract that as well. You know what I'm saying? I
Beautiful.
struggle with that sometimes.
Beautiful. What's up, Exotic K? What's going on, Queen? That's a beautiful
What up with
thing.
y'all?
It kind of remind me of a book that I'll be reading called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It tells you,
Right.
have you read that one yet? Have you heard of that one?
Nah, I ain't read that
Oh,
yet.
man, it's powerful. It teaches you how to stay in present, in the present moment. And if you're in the present moment, it's impossible to be in the ego. You can't be in the ego and the present moment at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So, and when you're in the present moment, you get downloads from the God conscious. So if you when you
Right.
so the reason why I even meditate because it brings me present and I'm able to hear from God. Some people
Right.
meditate for like new age shit because they want to astral project and all this other stuff. That's all vanity. That's all egoic stuff. That's not even to build yourself spiritually. But I meditate so I can clear my mind from all the gunk. All the stuff that doesn't matter from thinking about this, thinking about I gotta handle this, so I can just be present.
Right.
So I can hear from God, and be more spirit led and things of that nature. However,
Mm-hmm.
so I read a book called The Power of the Now, and then I might go to the Think and Grow Rich, or As a Man Thinketh by James Allen that teach me some of the things that you're
Yeah.
talking about, right now with the mind, because the mind is
Mm-hmm.
likened to a garden, and we must cultivate that garden every day. We can let weeds get up in our mind and choke our beautiful flowers, the roses. Like the weeds are the negative thoughts. The beautiful thoughts
Right.
are our roses. we
Right.
we can have both of them, however we allow sometimes for negative thoughts or negative weeds to creep in our garden to choke out our good flowers. So we got to
Right.
always cultivate our garden. You're not going to let somebody, if you got a beautiful garden in front of your house, you're not going to let somebody just come into your front yard and stump on your garden. You're going to want to protect it, and that's what we must do with our mind. We got to start protecting our mind. We don't want our mind to be a junkyard.
Right. Hey, well, you saying that, speaking on the mind, becoming a junkyard and shit, right?
Yeah.
So this is how powerful the mind is, man. I used to watch this dude work out, and when he work out, he would listen to the worst fucking music. I listen to this music too, but you just got to think about it. While you working out, this what pump you up, right? You know what I'm saying? And he walking around. He do his little lap. He do his push-ups, body for body, body after body. We body shit like.
Yeah.
And this nigga then pumped himself up by the end of the day to be so mad. You know what I'm saying? So like, after watching him, what I'm saying? I'm observing him, and I was like, I'm gonna quit doing that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, you basically sowing seed inside your mind to get worse and worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? So I started like, playing different type of shit here and there, or even entertaining different things, doing different shit that don't involve, nothing that nothing negative.
Right, right. That's what's up. No, it's a beautiful thing, and that's why I'm not just fasting. I'm consecrating myself. And for the people who don't know what consecrate means, it means to treat yourself sacredly, to become sacred. That means like I'm not listening to no perverse music. That's why I'm listening to instrumentals today. I'm not listening to no perverse music. I'm not watching anything that's perverse on YouTube. I'm not having any engaging in any type of conversations that's lustful or with perversion in it, and I'm refraining from food. So I'm doing a full consecration so I can get closer or to strengthen my spirit, because it's like a crip in the blood if you're a gangbanger, or it's like the angel and a demon when you think about your flesh and your spirit. And right now, my flesh, I've been living in my flesh. It's easier to be in the flesh because we live in a fallen world already. We live in this flesh already. So it's so easy to let the flesh dictate all of our actions. So this is why I fast. This is why I consecrate, so I can be more powerful, powered by God in my spirit. I want my spirit to conquer me and not my flesh to conquer me.
Yeah. And I'd even say, even on a surface level, what I'm saying, for niggas who ain't looking for nothing that deep, just think about it though. When you hungry all over. You know what I mean? When you feel yourself a food, you become content. You know what I'm saying? No matter what environment it is. If you've drunk enough, if you ate enough, you're not gonna move the same way you is if you really hungry like that. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta experience that sometime. It'll put that drive back in you that you didn't have. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, indeed, yes, indeed. What's going on? What bring you up
Yeah,
here?
I seen somebody say Google Stoicism. Yeah, it's a book called Stoic Warriors, man. Y'all gotta check that out. That's a real good book as well.
Called what?
Stoic Warriors.
Mm,
No,
mm.
no, 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 no,
What is it? What's that
No, no,
about?
no.
no, no.
No, no, no.
Stoic.
Mm.
You said you already read that book, or you heard about it?
Yeah, nah, I read it. Yeah. It's
What,
pretty good.
what is the context of it?
Um, it'll kind of teach you how not to be reactive. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got from it. Yeah, Stoic Warriors. Yeah, I got it to what I got from it was to not be so reactive. You know what I'm saying? I never was really like that anyway, but it put it in the context for me. You know what I'm saying? Showed me how and when to use it. You know what I'm saying? Using the art of stoicism, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
That shit is, yeah, that shit is nice.
okay. Yeah, I might have to check into that. You know, um, one thing I always learn from my pops, is he always say, don't be emotionally reactive, but intelligently respond.
Mm.
Try to do that in every situation, because life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. You know, so it's all about how you react to the situation at hand. Is what type of result or consequence you're gonna get. So sometimes I could be impulsive, and without that teaching, without meditating, without doing the work, I'm very impulsive. I'm very reactive. It's easy for me to say, "Da-da-da-da," and that's
Right.
why I have to always remember not to emotionally react. That's a feminine quality, to be caught up in the emotionalism of things. God bless it. What's up? What it do? What it do? What it do?
I mean, this might be a little off subject, but it's talking about what you're talking about. What I've observed is You know, when you are no longer emotionally led and you don't move like that, people assume that, let's just say it's a situation where somebody's accusing you of something.
Mm.
If you don't flip out, they act like they think you did it. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Or if you don't punch somebody in the jaw or something,
that's
they
crazy
act
you
like they
say
think you a hoe. You know what I'm
that.
saying? You be like, bro, it wasn't even that. Y'all ain't nobody thought about that. It ain't even that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Right, right.
that's the difference between a boy and a man.
I was talking about this the other day. I was looking at some old videos with me and Pastor P, or me and Nature Boy lined up, and I
Right.
remember that, people that aren't, mentally inclined, like who don't got that knowledge, that insight, they would think that the louder person was the correct person. The louder person was the right person. The louder person was the masculine person. When
Absolutely not.
it's the exact
Yeah.
opposite. It's the exact
Right.
opposite. But
Right.
we have 90% women on social media. Really, on every
Hmm.
app, it's mostly women. So a lot of women are emotional. So they tend to gravitate to men that's emotional. You know, sadly
Right.
mistaken. Sadly mistaken. They
Right.
gravitate to that because they know what they are. So when they see a man, they can read a man and be like, "Oh, yeah, talking all this stuff." They tend to think that that's the right way, or that's the tough guy. But that's feminine qualities that he's exuding, and no
Right.
man operates like that. A man is more logical. A man has restraint and discipline.
Hmm.
You know,
Right.
and that's why I always just try to lead by example, even though I fall short from time to time. But I try to lead by example because I don't want to get caught up in emotionalism and be just like every other person that's on this app. That's with them feminine
Right.
qualities.
That remind me of a rap line I wrote. I was like, that ain't Loki. That's just emotion. Making out them fucking faces like an emoji. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that type of shit.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It would take you the long way. Yeah, pride comes before a fall anyway. So when you get
Yeah,
it, oh, go ahead.
balance is key. I can see us saying that. Yeah, man, most definitely. But you know, the balance for a man and the balance for a woman are a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
Bingo.
Like us balancing each other is one thing, and then my balance is a man, and your balance is a woman, right? So like, look at it for me. If I was to be 50% like you and 50% like me, I would still be a bitch ass nigga at the end of the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it would come down to.
Unpack that for him. I got you, but I don't think they really got you on what you mean. Why would you be a bitch ass nigga if you have 50% of them?
Okay. All right. So I think I heard you the other night talking and you was like, you can't match energy, you know what I'm saying, when you a man. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man, that's not your position. You know what I mean? Your position is to make sure that shit. That's why they say it's a man of my word, not a woman of my word. You know what I'm saying? Like, you handle all your shit regardless of whatever else is going on in the world. I can't let none of that happen. It's okay though for a woman to be like, hey, man, you know what? This motherfucker did this, so now I have to react like that. And it even makes sense biologically. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to worry about the same things a woman do. You know what I mean? Like, you have to act like that. If somebody is having threatening behavior towards you, you have to react in a different manner than I do because you can't defend yourself the same as me. I'm not worried about that shit, so I just stand on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
yeah.
right. And what he's saying is, like I was speaking about this the other day about how I grew up with a lot of feminine behavior because I was raised by nothing but females. I'm the only boy, and I'm the youngest, and I'm the baby boy at that. And I never had a father. To this day, I've never met my true biological father. So I had a lot of feminine qualities, and in the midst of that, when I was in relationships, I used to be the type that, well, actually, I brought it to my pops. So I call my pops. One day, I brought a problem to him, and when I brought that problem to him, what was this? All right, can y'all get that person down? So I brought this problem to him, and I was like, this girl that I'm dealing with, she keep on acting up. She keep on doing this, and that's why I'm not gonna do this. And he was like, "What you mean you're not gonna make a move because she doing this?" I said, "Well, She don't deserve me to make a move. Like, if she's gonna keep on doing this, or every time she does something like this, then I'm gonna do something like this. If she step up and start doing what she need to do, then I'm gonna step up and do what I need to do. And he checked the hell out of me. He was like, "Are you the leader? Are you the head? And if you are the leader and you are the head, then why are you trying to follow her lead? You're supposed to lead no matter what the circumstances. You don't never change from your position to match her energy. If anything,
And
you're supposed to match
that go
yours."
for other men too.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hmm.
So, as a man, we ain't never supposed to match the energy. Leave that for the females. We're supposed to lead at all times. At all times, in every situation. We're not supposed to go to a lower vibration that match what the feminine energy is. That's just a cop out excuse. How to not, you say? How to not match the energy mentally. What you mean? You gotta reword that to understand.
I think she said, "How do you go about not matching the energy mentally?" You know what I'm saying? Like at least, I guess she's saying thinking about it. You know what I'm saying in your mind. That's what I assume that would mean. But
You can answer
to
it.
answer that, say what?
I said no, no. I said you can answer that then.
Okay. Well, to answer that, if that's the question, um, you get to a certain point to where you're able to look at people acting emotionally and you see them acting and behaving the same way you do a child. You don't even get as mad with them, or you don't go to playing mind games with a kid and shit. You be like, oh yeah, you just tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even get on that level. You be like, all right, well, you'll be all right later. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many different ways you can go about doing that, but that's where you get to after a while. What's up with him, Moet?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Yeah. Why they call yourself too much? You too much? You got too much soy?
Yeah, that too. Too much of a lot of things. Uh,
Okay.
uh,
Hey, TKO.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm chilling. You look nice with that little thing on your head.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Do you have some questions?
No, I just wanted to look at you. That's all. I'm gonna look at you through in the comments, but yeah, I was just looking at you. That's all.
Okay.
she just pulled up to show some love, man. That's positive, man. Y'all give her a break in them comments, man.
Hey, friend. You're so cute.
Yeah, give her a break, man. That's cool right there, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
How y'all day going though? How was your day?
uh,
Man, I ain't had a bad day in years.
mm, mm. My day
How
was
was your day, TKO?
my day was pretty good. Did a lot of praying, meditating, studying, reading. Went to this gym. Now I'm sitting over here having a pleasant conversation with my people.
Are you doing Ramadan?
No, I don't practice Ramadan. I'm just consecrating myself. I do it every week. I do fasting every week. But my brother, he had a good idea to do 3 days, which is just a challenge for me. So I took him on a challenge so we can do 3 days, something positive. And they don't see enough of us black men, especially, let alone human beings, doing what we're doing right now. So I'm like, man, let's do it. Let's do it for the culture.
Okay. Your eyes are telling me something though. Your eyes.
And what is it telling you?
I don't know. I just be feeling that shit through the phone for some reason. I don't know. It sounds cheesy. I don't know. I ain't trying to embarrass myself in front of everybody. But yeah, your eyes be eyeing. Your eyes be eating. You know when people be saying that you be eating, like you ate, your eyes be eating.
Your eyes, your eyes, your
I
eyes.
don't know.
I
Your
guess
eyes be eating.
I guess your eyes are
Huh?
I guess your eyes are starving because you got glasses on. Is that what that means?
Hey,
Well,
who?
no, my
Ah,
my eyes be eating too.
Okay.
damn, slick. I ain't never heard that one.
That's some new shit. Your eyes be eating like you ate.
Okay.
What up, though?
It's like they're captivating. It's like you be looking into my soul type of thing.
Mm, mm.
What's on your mind?
What's up, babe, honey?
What's on your
Hey, man, I'm
mind?
finna go on, jump down, man. Do your thing, bro. Hit me back up.
All right, family.
All right.
All right, family.
What's on your mind right now?
why my brother just abandoned me and lead me to the
I
Lord.
abandoned you. I wasn't trying to mess up what y'all was talking about, but I just had to say
That's
hello.
what was on my mind. That was on my mind. What's up? And I forgot
It's
how to say
too
your name.
late now. He gone.
Now he could come back up if
I
he
was
wants
trying to
to.
talk to him. I'm just so proud of both of you. I'm gone. I think I figured out how to hang up. I see how you rocking over here. I love it. Like for real. I could truly like I'm sitting here relating like you they just being themselves, but also allowing people to know, even though you might perceive me like this, I'm in love with God and I'm gonna do this because he might convict us, but he ain't gonna condemn me. It's written. And I just love it. I just like love it. I'm sorry. I'm not the groupie type. I'm gonna get up off of
You
here
know
though.
one
I was
thing I
trying to talk
understand. You know one thing I found out
I ain't no groupie
when I
either.
was Moet Goddess. Don't interrupt me, Queen. That's the first warning, all right, love? Because we building right now. This ain't on nothing surface. So how I say your name again, Queen? I don't want to miss say your name.
Nicole. Just call me Miss Nicole. Cause I promise I know that I'm old enough probably to be your mom. Miss
Oh,
Nicole, you could call me, but my name on these platforms is the new me because it's every day,
oh,
I'm
new me, a new
transforming.
me, a new me. I like that, a new me.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
like it's a new me. I'm
okay,
transforming.
so a new me. One thing I have learned is when you're on a spiritual walk, it can get real tricky because the devil can,
Mm-hmm.
Satan or the lower self can sneak in the back, and you can start condemning yourself about things when you're trying to strive for perfection. But we're never supposed to be condemning ourselves because God didn't come in His Word to condemn us.
No,
And
he did not.
condemn sometimes when you could. Thank you so much, Lord, to your love. Sometimes when you condemn yourself, it'll discourage you from doing what you need to do spiritually. That's how the enemy will work. He'll make you be like, well, you know what? Look what you just not did. Or look, you lusting. Look, you blah blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah. Just to condemn you off of where you need to go. What's up, Lexi? I didn't know you was up in here. So condemnation is not good on any type of. Don't condemn yourself. Sometimes I got this quote and it says, "There's already many difficult obstacles in your way. Don't allow yourself to become one of them,
Right.
because we become our worst enemy sometimes. We self
Mm-hmm.
sabotage. So we got to be
Mm-hmm.
very careful on what we speak to our mind, like what Too Much was saying about the mind and how I was talking about cultivating it. You got to be very careful of the thoughts that creep up in your head. Some people be
Mm-hmm.
looking at the relationships or what's going on with other people, and they think it's
Mm-hmm.
them is why they're in that predicament. No, it could be something that you're doing on the way that you think. So we
Mm-hmm.
got to, if it's not conducive with God, if it's not if it doesn't coincide with God's word, if it's not positive, if it's not in alignment with God's assignment
I
or
was just
anything that could be divinely righteous, like don't try not to entertain it. And it's a constant job. It's not just because you read the Bible and went to church today, you're gonna be okay.
right.
No, you gotta
Right.
constantly critique your brain, your
Remember
mind, your
I
thoughts every
said
day.
Remember, I don't mean to interrupt you, but remember when I first came on here with you, I said I battled mental health, but I'm I ain't gonna say I'm conquering. God is conquering it. You understand?
Agreed.
God, He knocks it all down because ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? I know these are spirits I'm dealing with. The doctor might say this, but I say a whole totally different thing, and I ain't dealing with no thank God psychosis or anything else. It's just what you were talking about, like self condemnation. But I'm coming up out of that. And I think that's where a new me came from too, the name, because I feel myself coming out of that. I believe in the Holy Spirit. I I truly believe. Fasting, praying, all of that. If I'm down and out and just really depressed and full of anxiety or something, I will lie in my bed, depressed, full of anxiety, cry, and pray.
But you know
And I
what else?
come out.
You know
I,
what
come,
else helps with anxiety? Have you ever tried like herbal teas, like chamomile and lavender tea?
I tried it all, and no disrespect for you, to you or anybody, no doctors or nothing. The best thing for me has been, and always will be, is my following with the Lord Jesus. For real. My following keeps me strong. Now, I do believe that Jesus sent doctors and people like I stumbled upon this live to help you through your seasons and stuff. I believe that some people might be sick to the point that they need the medicines and stuff. I've tried it all, just to be honest. I'm gonna be raw and transparent. I just tried it all, but ain't nobody did me like Jesus has always done me. You understand? I'm always falling back to him. And why keep falling back? I
Hey,
feel like you said tonight, like I feel free, a joy, a peace, not because maybe the money I have or the friends. No, because I know right now, in this moment, in this time, I'm in right standing with God. Period.
and look, check this out.
Everything else falls behind that, including my kids and family. But guess what? They know that and they respect me for that.
So look, I wanted to add something to what you said. So I say that all the time. You know, a lot of people be saying, I remember when the Terry, yeah, we talk about the same Terry that got Nature Boy locked up. I remember when the Terry was at my house, she wanted to sage my house with incense and stuff, you know.
No.
And this was my first time really meeting somebody that was really into that. And I said,
Mhm.
why do you sage? And she said, like, it's to, you know, bring high vibrations to get out anything wicked or anything that could be evil, any bad spirits, open up your window, blah, blah, blah. And I said, in that moment, why do people go to what's created instead of going to the creator that created everything? I don't go to things that are created
Mm-mm.
when I can just go straight to God, because no sage, no crystal, and I'm not knocking
Mm-mm.
anybody that's
Mm-mm.
doing it. Whatever is your calling, whatever not your calling, but whatever you're into, that's your own life. I'm not here to judge
Mm-hmm.
nobody. However, I
Period.
know what type of God I'm served, and the type of God I serve, I know all I got to do is say in Jesus' name, Lord, can you blah blah blah, and
Mm-hmm.
everything is taken care of. And it's always been like that in my life. I don't need to go to no crystal, no ruby, no marbles, no pack of dice,
Mm-mm.
no leaf, no sage. I don't have to do. I never have to do any of that because God, Yahshua, Yahweh,
Mm-mm.
has
Yahweh.
always been powerful enough to do everything. But some people will put more faith into things that's created than the creator. And we gotta,
Period.
and I feel like we must not replace God with idolatry.
Yes.
I know that's a topic that's sticky to some people because we got a lot of spiritualists. I don't knock you, but nothing is greater
No.
than the Almighty God. Nothing is great.
I have to say this. Jesus said in the word, no matter what, until you fall in line with that word and realize that Jesus was there in Genesis with his dad, creating Adam and Eve and everybody. He's been there always. And he said no one goes through,
The
you have
Father,
to
but
go
accept
through
through people.
him to get to the Father. Period. And you got to accept him as his son. Now, I've been saved for a lot of years, and I say I've been saved for a lot of years. Maybe I traveled off of that road here and there, but God swiftly put me back on the road that He wanted me to. And even when I was out there in the wilderness, He covered me. He covered me, He covered my kids. He did all of that. He showed me things where I was being hypocritical, judgmental. We can't carry none of that on our heart. Now the sage thing and the crystals. I told you I have a child or probably around your age. He had a girlfriend. She do what they do in their house and they have to stay here before. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. You will not bring that in my house. And I don't care how nobody stand on that. I respect everybody's beliefs
So
and religion.
so look, we got people that try to rationalize certain things, right?
Hmm.
So like Chrissy is saying sage clears 95.4% of bacteria. Great. Just like bleach, right?
I was gonna
Hold
say
on.
Lysol.
Hold on. What you don't understand is the intention behind it. Now, if you're doing it for bacteria purposes, that's fine. Nothing is wrong with that. You can praise the Lord and be
Mhm.
saging while you're praising the Lord if that's what you're doing it for. But a lot of people who sage are spiritual people who don't do it for that reason. They do it to clear spiritual things from the home.
Mhm.
So let's be real, because you can't trick
Mhm.
God. We can get fancy, we can try to rationalize certain things, but it's about the intention on why you do certain things. So if you're doing it for a spiritual purpose, then you're doing it with idolatry. But if you're doing it for a bacteria purpose, then that's fine. Nothing is wrong with that.
But you know, idolatry could be found in a lot of
It can
things.
be found in everything. It can be found in social media.
Yes.
It can be found in money.
Yes.
It can be found into a relationship.
Right. That's where I was hitting on. Like, yeah, someone could idolize you, and if you feel that spirit, you got to shake it off.
You
Because we
know,
do serve a jealous God.
my mama used to get on my butt every day, and I couldn't understand it. When I was growing up, I was a No Limit
Mhm.
fan. I loved Master P and anybody that was off of No Limit. I used to just collect
Right.
all the cassette tapes. So I'd be sitting up all day because I didn't have no brothers, only had sisters. So I was always by myself. I was the youngest. And she used to always get on to me and said, "Why are you making Master P your idol?" And I was like, "What are
Mm-hmm.
you talking about?" She said, "Anything that you spend in your mind." I was young. She didn't have the wisdom to break it down to me at that time,
Mm-hmm.
but she
Mm-hmm.
meant good because it stuck with me now, and I'm a grown man. But what she was meaning was anything that you spend your time on more than the Most High, anything that you think about more, anything that you put more energy into, anything that becomes your idol, and you can't serve
Yes.
two masters. And I've been very guilty most of my life because I've always served everything other to serve God the most. Now I will come back to God. I will pray God. I will say, "Thank you, God, for this
Mm-hmm.
food." Wake up in the morning, might go to church. But if we're being honest with ourselves, it's things that we focus on way more than God, whether it's that relationship, whether it's that social media,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's that career. It's certain things that we focus on way more than serving. Can you imagine where our life would be if we gave that much to the Most High?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be way different. We'd have more
That's what
peace.
this world would be different.
Everything will be more different.
Yes.
But what happens is so many people are moved with their ego and their own self righteousness to where they don't even have the gift of awareness. Notice I said gift of awareness because everything that's good comes from the Lord. And sometimes you need to pray for
Mm-hmm.
God to open up your spiritual eyes so you can see that you don't have the gift of awareness to even
Mm-hmm.
be aware that you're being misled, aware that you're being trapped in this matrix that we're in. A lot of us walking
Right.
around sleep with our eyes wide open, but we're asleep. We're hypnotized
Mm-hmm.
because we don't know. We don't know. We don't have the spiritual eyes to actually know that, oh, wait a minute. I'm one of the people that he's talking about right now.
Period. I was thinking that in my mind, like I've
You know?
been there. I may not be there now, but we all fall victim of that at one point in time. But once you know, what you gonna do about it? You understand? Application too is very important. Cause if I find the knowledge and get the knowledge, and then I go out, I don't have to be in a church to be taught the word. You know what I mean? Just like we right here on this platform. Anybody that don't know what we're talking about right now in this moment, they know I feel the spirit of God in here. They know they feel something. They don't have to admit it, but you feel something because you keen to stay here and listen and draw in more. You are a handsome young man. You know what I mean? So you're gonna get fans off of that alone. But what I see on you is not your outer beauty. That's not what made me sit in your live.
Yeah.
I see your spirit. And like mind spirits attract one another. So every person in here got some type of like mind spirit with yours. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With yours.
So
With
call me
that young man
blessed.
that just left.
Call, uh, pardon me. Call me blessed. You want to come up here? Because you're
I'm
asking me.
sorry, you want me to
No,
go?
no, no, no,
You want
no.
me to get down?
No, I'm asking her, does she want to come up here first? Because she asked me a question and said, "Can you tell me what's pulling you, what's pulling me the way?" So I guess what you're asking me is, Are you trying to ask me, do I know what's pulling you towards me? Is that what you're trying to ask me? What pulls you towards me? Because if you, yes or no, answer real quick, real quick, real quick, real quick. Yes.
She wants to get
Okay.
all
So
of her.
so there's no way that I can tell you what's pulling you towards me. Only you know why you drawn to me. Only you know that. You know what I'm saying? So I would be lying or just trying to give you a bunch of words if I was trying to tell you about yourself as far as what draw you to me. I don't know. Only you would know that. You got to examine yourself when it comes down to that.
And it kind of go back to what I was just saying. Everybody in this life, there is something within you and something within them that have a spiritual connection. It's up to them to discern what that is. And everybody probably don't know how to do that. And I respect that. But as time go by and they study and they follow you, maybe you could teach them. That's how I look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you that's talking shit. You're right.
Whose background is that? That I don't know whose background it is.
That's her background.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Sorry.
That's
I
okay.
ain't know.
Somebody,
That's okay.
I told you I got a bunch of kids and a lot of grandkids, but every time I have one, I'm gonna just have to be honest with you. I just feel so tremendously blessed. You understand? Because his first words was this to us was go out and be fruitful. And I have 5 beautiful children that I birthed and one that I was in he's my son, period, you know? And then I have 10 plus grandchildren, like I said, and they're all mine. I'm not like fronting, these are mine, especially those grandchildren. My birth children have these children. That's blessed. Look in the Bible.
All right. So look, real quick, y'all. Let's get to this fifth star. I know I've been chopping it up with y'all tonight, but can we take a
Okay.
moment to get some gifts up in here so we can get to this fifth star? Yeah, if we can get to this. Thank you so much.
Tell me how
Appreciate
to
that.
do it.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's go. Continue to chop it down. Let's get to it real quick. What's up, Joey? Two times. What's up, Ben 10? Welcome. What's up, Queen B? What it do?
So, do you feel like Jesus is coming back?
JW.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So, do I feel like Jesus is coming back? Yeah. 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 Of course. I believe
I
that.
know. I know he's
Yeah.
coming
Do you
back.
feel like we living in our final days? Like, basically, you saw what happened in Israel. Do you feel like
Mhm.
we're in our last days, like final days?
Yeah. I said that earlier when I started this live.
I heard you say that when I
I didn't see
first
that.
stepped in here.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I did, and I have to say that I agree.
Yeah.
It's saying in the Bible we're gonna hear rumors of war.
Thank
We
you,
didn't know
Lotus.
about that hit in Gaza, did
Thank you,
we?
Lotus. Hey, can y'all follow suit like Lotus? Everybody is up in here. We got over 700 people. If we can continue to tap the screen to share the live. And if you don't got no gifts, share the live to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok friends, Bigo friends. It don't cost a
If
thing to
you
share the
if
live. But
if you walk me through that, I will share this live.
yeah.
But I need help, you guys. I'm sorry. I promise. When I walked in
Look,
this
it's
room,
okay, Queen. You know I'm gonna let you take your time so you can learn up everything. But to people that know what they're doing, can y'all do that? It don't cost you a thing. And for the people who got gifts, let's get to this fifth star real quick.